Hi everybody, it's Tracy. Sorry it's been a while, coming at you with my week 24 and my week 25 post-op VSG update. Um, I'm in a lot better spirits right now than I was in my last video on Halloween. I will go into my stats. I will give you each week separately. Sorry about the lighting. I've had a long day getting ready for bed, and tomorrow is my week 26 weigh-in, so I'm a bit behind. Anyways, I had my high weight in May 2016. I weighed 330 pounds. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on May 22nd, 2017 at Trinity Bariatrics in Steubenville, Ohio. My surgeon's name was Dr. Joseph Colella. And on last weigh-in, on day of surgery, I weighed 304 pounds. On my last weigh-in for week 23, I weighed 253 pounds. So on week 24, which was November 6th, 2017, I weighed in that morning at 253.9 pounds, and that was a 0.9 pound gain for that week. I didn't understand it. I was pretty depressed. I'm looking at my notes, my little notebook. I'm looking at my notes as I go and reading some of the things that I had wrote. I wrote, I'm so over it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just want to eat everything and not even worry about it, because I basically have been doing mostly keto. I know it's either keto or it's not. I get it. But keto style eating, I try to keep my net carbs under 40. I know I need to get it down to 20. I'm working on it. I drink at least 2 bottles this size of water every day. Every day. Yes, I do drink caffeinated coffee. Somebody told me that's maybe making me retain water. It is possible. I won't deny that. Coffee's kind of my only vice right now. I had given up sugar. I have given up carbs. I was a meat, rice, pasta, sugar person. Like when I would put sugar in my coffee, I didn't measure. I just dump it. What looked right, looked right. Powdered creamer that I know is basically sugar. Yes, you can find sugar-free versions, but it's pretty much consistently sugar. And that's how I was before surgery. I will say the surgery has changed my life. I was never a label reader before surgery, and I never worried about the macros. I might think about my calories occasionally. Never really cared about the fat, the carb content. None of that really mattered to me. Pre-op, I started doing low carb, but I never really measured that. I never realized how extreme it was. For those of you on keto, basically was on a version of South Beach diet. I thought it was Atkins, but actually it was more like South Beach. So I've been on a lot of different things, a lot of different diets before this surgery. Excuse me. But those of you who watched my last video and offered words of kindness and support, thank you very much. Because if you also watched that video or have seen any of my posts, you'll know that I'm getting some negative messages. You're going to have your haters, you're going to have your negative Nancys and your negative Neds, and that's just the way it is. This is my journey, not theirs. I also am doing this if I can help other people. That's amazing and wonderful and great. That's what I do for a living, so if I can, that's amazing. But it's more to keep track of myself. I know I'm umming a lot. I'm trying to rush through and cover everything, and I'm sorry. Those of you who watch my videos are my regular subscribers and have been with me since the beginning, you understand I think I've edited one, and only because my daughter was showing me how to use an editing tool on the laptop. I generally do this from my phone. You'll see I look at my screen a lot instead of at the camera. I apologize for that. I am going to maybe try in my next video to flip it and just do the camera. That way I don't see the screen, because it kind of distracts me. I'm not stuck on myself. I really am not, but I can't help it. It's just the way it is. So anyways, I'm going to get into my week 25 update with you, and then I'll backtrack a little bit to my birthday. So my week 24 was November 6th, 2017. My week 25 weigh-in was November 13th, 2017. And like I said, I weighed 253.9 in week 24. And in week 25, I weighed in at 254.5 for a gain of 0.6 pounds. The gains are the gains. The stall is the stall. I have been up and down, and that's what I don't understand. The day before my weigh-in, I can be down 5 pounds. And then the day of my weigh-in, I don't know if I psych myself out the night before. I don't eat differently. I don't change my drinking habits. Nothing is different. But I have had since October 22nd, where I actually gained on that week. I had told you guys on week 21, I was 247. I had lost 7 pounds overnight, because I had been 250, well, no, it was 10 pounds overnight, because I had been 257 on October 15th. October 16th is when I did that. And I knew it was probably a fluke, because there's no way you're going to lose 10 pounds overnight. And I don't mean like normal overnight. I mean, I go to bed usually at midnight. That's when I do my usual weigh-in, as I'm settling in for the night, maybe at 11:30 at night. Just to see, and I know I need to stop doing it, but it's just to see how much my daily eating, not going to the bathroom, those kind of things, the water intake, how much it really affects my weight throughout the day. And I've done it. And then my first weigh-in in the morning is always the first thing I do. I use the restroom in the morning and I get on the scale. I don't even get dressed for work before I do that. It's just become a ritual, and I know I need to break it. I'm almost at 6 months, and that was my goal, is the non-scale victories. So anyways, that night I had lost 10 pounds in about 6 hours. Then the following week I weighed in, and I was 248. Well, I was 244 at 7 in the morning. By 4 p.m. I was 248. Excuse me, and that was on October 22nd. And for my 5-month surgiversary, I weighed 249. Literally, the week after, it was 253. It keeps going up. And I have not, since October 23rd or 24th, gotten out of the 250s. My goal for my birthday, which was November 10th, was to be in the 240s. And at one point I had been, so I guess I got careless. I don't know, but like I said, I'm not real sure if it was a true weight, because I maintained it for off and on for a day or two. And then I would go up, and then I'd go back down, and I'd go up. Sorry, I'm shedding hair. Those of you who are going through this, I just got out of the shower, and that's always when I shed the most. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's like 7-8 strands, and it's consistent. This is after I got out of the shower, after I've already brushed my hair and already pulled all the shedded out, and it still keeps coming out, but it's nowhere near now as it was before. Like, I was doing handfuls in the shower a couple weeks back, and it's slacking off. So to get back to the point, the gains, I'm not sure where they're coming from. I will take credit for week 25, because to be honest, in week 24, I gave up. I was watching my carbs, my protein, I was on it constantly. In week 23, I was determined to not gain again. And I gained. The stress and everything else, I gained. I was devastated. So because of that gain, on my birthday, my coworkers, they care and they wanted me to feel special when I did. And I had mentioned to them a couple weeks prior to that, that maybe even a week prior, that I had bought myself a birthday cake protein bar because I couldn't have birthday cake for my birthday. Because I had not had real sugar, not really in any real amount, since my surgery. And that was May 22nd. So, I mean, maybe bits and pieces of a bite of something my daughter might have. Maybe. And it generally made me sick. Regular ice cream can't do it. Halo Top's my thing, and Lighten's my thing. So, that's just how it's been. And they bought me a huge, huge cupcake cake for my birthday. And one of my coworkers, bless her heart, she bought me a giant cupcake. I don't know those of you who ever have a 1-year-old's birthday party and you get them their individual cake. It's about that big. Well, that's about the size of this cupcake. Yes, I could have not eaten them. I ate one with my coworkers. They didn't eat them all. I could have donated them, but my kids were both home that weekend. My son was here for my birthday from Pittsburgh, and so I figured they and their friends would eat them. It didn't work out that way, and I was eating cupcakes nearly daily. Yes, I did experience what I guess is dumping, but I would not vomit and I wouldn't pass. I would just feel like I was going to. And I wished I could, but I didn't, and it didn't stop me. And it made me realize, yes, I am a sugar addict. And I'm sorry to keep looking at my reflection, but I'm realizing in this lighting with this lipstick, my teeth look really yellow. And as you see, when I get in the light, they aren't. So it's silly, and it's driving me crazy, but I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to let you guys see my little discovery moment. Anyhow, I'm tired. It is what it is. But, so, I will take credit for the little more than a half-pound gain the week of my birthday. Absolutely. I did that. But, in a way, it kind of was a good thing, because it made me realize where I was at mentally. And you all had been, pretty much directing me in that sense that I was on a path of a mental state that I didn't need to be on, and I was beating myself up for something that really, I know we all go through stalls, and it's not necessarily a stall, but I don't know what else to refer to it as, because I fluctuate the same couple of pounds, and it's been that way for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I have my 6-month visit with my surgeon on the 30th, and we won't get into today, but, well, it's the 19th, and tomorrow is my week 26, and so that'll be the 20th, and I'll do that video as soon as I can. I have schooling and internship and work, and it is the holiday week. This is the week of Thanksgiving coming in, and I'm normally off on Tuesdays, and I do my internship on Tuesdays. But this week, because of the way the holiday falls, I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and off Thursday, Friday. And that means I have now been working right now 8 days straight. And 10, 11, it'll be 11 or 12 days by the time it's all said and done that I work straight. And then the last day at 6 p.m. I drive the 45 minutes to an hour. Depending on the traffic, it may actually be an hour and a half trip, because Pittsburgh traffic around the holiday and sporting events and things like that, as with any big city, it gets pretty difficult at that time of day. But I want to tell you guys, I have a non-scale victory, and it got me out of my mind funk. And for those of you who are not measuring, I'm going to give you this advice, and please take it. If you have not started your measurements, I don't care if you're at week 20 right now. I don't care if you're 6 months out. I don't care if you're 8 months out. If you have not taken your measurements, take them now and start measuring yourself, especially if you're not noticing the change. Um, Sorry, my alarm went off and it came up on the screen telling me to go do my homework. My schedule is a bit crazy. If you're not doing measurements, though, that is my best advice. Everybody advised that when I was watching and getting ready for this. I'm grateful. I did mine the night prior to my surgery. And I may not do them frequently and I may not do them all the time, but I do them when I'm starting to feel at my lowest low. And a couple days ago, I was about to just give up. Honestly, I was about to go and eat a big old pot of spaghetti, which is something I have not even tasted spaghetti since my surgery. And for those of you who are purists and believe that you can eat normal diets, or not necessarily purists, but those who feel that you can eat the food pyramid and still be okay, that may work for you. But for me, I am super carb sensitive. I'm not kidding, just the frosting off the cupcake. Not the cupcake whole, just the frosting off the top. And I would gain a pound. And that is no joke and no lie. I am very, very carb sensitive. The Idahoan instant mashed potatoes, I freaking love them. Love them. They are one of my favorite things. And I will gain a pound if I eat one of the little, they're like a cup that you can buy, maybe a 1 cup serving. If you push it, maybe. By the time you make it, it probably is about 1 cup. So you microwave that, and I love it. And I ate that on my soft food phase and my, pureed food phase. But I haven't since I've been back on solid foods. And honestly, I've been supplementing with protein shakes, and I'm realizing that I can probably eat enough protein in my diet, because I think there are times when I'm going over on my protein. And I'm not getting enough exercise and bodybuilding and muscle toning at all. And as you see, guys, my arm is, but I have some mass and some tone there, and that's, sorry for the glare, it's the lighting tonight. And this, the turkey neck, I can't stand it. I thought I'd be able to tolerate this. I'd rather have the hello arms and the big flabby gut, but this stuff, it's really starting to bother me. And I heard a comment, and I don't know if it was aimed towards me, and I won't get into who or where. I'm hoping it wasn't. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't family, I'll give you that, or any close friends. But I heard people talking about turkey neck the other day, and needless to say, it kind of hit home. And they may not have even been talking about me, but it was like, I know it's going on. I'm not in denial. And this, I don't know why my neck is like looking really fat tonight, and you guys may not see it, but I do. And like, I definitely have my collarbones, and I'm starting to get some, I don't know. But anyhow, in regards to the measurements, I am down 11.5 inches since October. I think it was 22nd that I did my measurements. So less than a month, I've lost 11.5 inches. So maybe that's the issue. I went from a size 24, 26 jeans at the beginning of this to now a size 16. Now, not all 16s fit me comfortably. I'm not going to lie. There are some times I wear 20, and there are times that I can wear smaller than a 16. It depends on how they are made. I am most comfortable in 18s right now because I like them a little bit baggy, because I used to love skin tight jeans, but now that I have all the loose skin, it's just not the same. Before, my belly was big and I had what I refer to as my mud flap. I don't know where it comes from, guys. It's just, it is. But anyways, so I always referred to my apron area as like mud flap. And I always did have that, but it was firm enough that I could wear tight jeans and didn't feel uncomfortable. Sorry, I worked nearly 24 hours in the last 2 days. So, a bit tired. Anyways, guys, I just want you to know that I'm in a much better mind place. I'm not letting this beat me. I'm not getting down. I am trying to break this stall. I want to be in the 240s before my weigh-in on the 30th. And every time I tell you guys I'm on the downward slide again, I weigh in the next day and it's not there. I will tell you, I'm not going to lie, I'll tell you, I was 251 this morning, which would be a loss. But, especially because I was 254.5 last Monday. So here it is Sunday morning, I weighed 251. And that's not a bad loss for me, the fact that I've been gaining for 3 weeks. But I am afraid to report that as my weight because Monday is my official weigh-in, and every time I weigh less on Sunday and then I have my Monday morning weigh-in, something happens in that time. And if I weigh in that same range in the morning that I weighed in last Monday, I'm going to have to figure out what it is I'm doing on Sundays. Now, I did eat a slice of pizza today. It was the smallest slice my daughter had in her box of pizza. I probably shouldn't have because I know I'm carb sensitive and I'm trying to lose. But to be honest, I worked a long day and I was hungry and I didn't feel like cooking. I'll tell you, it is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time right now. It's snowing and I work in the morning. I have a 5-page paper due by 11:59 tonight. So I will cut this short. I will say my byes and thank yous to my new subscribers. Welcome. I am so grateful. And some of you have become new subscribers and instant advisors for me. And I am so grateful for the advice and the input. And to all of you offering me support, you have no idea what that means to me. Maybe you do because you've been here or you're going through it yourself. So I guess maybe there are people in my life that don't understand. My daughter does. She sees my journey and she sees how hard I'm struggling. My daughter's struggling with her weight issues right now. She's having a lot because of her medications. There's a lot going on in both of our lives right now. Stress is at an all-time high. I'm not struggling. I'm not going to lose my home or my car or anything like that. It's just I'm overwhelmed with scheduling. Just to make a doctor's appointment, get my daughter a physical. I don't know where I'm going to fit it in between work, internship, her other appointments, and my son's appointments. My son graduates next month. The holidays. I wish I could clone myself some days. I do. But I'm just one of me and I'm doing the best that I can. And that's all any of us can do. So if you're struggling and any of you need any advice or you just want to chit chat, message me, fabuloustracy@gmail.com. I am on Instagram. I am also on Facebook under the same name. If you guys need me, just want to chit chat, I'm there, okay? Thank you all for all of your support, and until next time, guys, bye. Thanks.